All right, guys, the next upgrade has been installed. And while I did mention that with this update here, I would also start charging for people to get wallets. Well, I was just going to do a basic, hey, charge up front before you can get a wallet, but some ideas came to mind that are going to be more beneficial, in particular for all of us that are using the wallets right now. And that design is going to be a little bit more difficult and it's going to take me a little bit more time to get that done. So I am making this particular update here without that phase of the next update. So I'll deal with that next time. So you guys still have a little longer to register for wallets for free, right? And with this update here, this should start bringing in an external source of income into the system. So the name of this is delayed credits. And I know you got, what in the world is a delayed credits? Well, come out to the forum. I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video and you can come out and read what's going on with this particular update. But of course, in this video, I do like to show you guys what's going on and to do some demonstrations. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So here's my wallet here. And this new feature is under the marketplace. So of course you got the buy credits you guys know about, sale credits, ordering credits, wagering credits where you can kind of play with others, and the delayed credits. So this is a new feature and it's currently disabled because I actually want to be the first one to come out here, play some Bitcoin out here, go through the process, and be the first one to come out with it. So just for the sake of this video and running this test in live mode, I am going to go ahead and enable that in the system. And once I get finished running these tests, I'll be showing you guys, I'll be disabling it and then releasing it again tomorrow. And I'll explain why in a little bit. So I went ahead and enabled it for the system, just for me to get in and just to briefly explain it to you guys. Delayed credits is just like purchasing credits from the marketplace per se. However, you get a greater percentage of the credits. And with that, the credits aren't issued to you for 30 days. So if I come out here and want to purchase credits now, it's going to take 30 days before those credits are released. However, in the midst of those 30 days, as the system continues to perform, there is going to be a preference to pay me back in Bitcoin. So if the system is able to accumulate some Bitcoin over the course of that 30 days, it's going to issue me 5% in Bitcoin. Otherwise, if it's not, I will get 20% in credits. Now, this is key because it has given us more credits through this feature than going to the marketplace. But is this here to replace the marketplace? Certainly not, because the marketplace has its benefits for buyers, for sellers, and for the ecosystem itself. So, as opposed to replacing it, is actually going to help enhance it, because in order to use the delayed credits, you have to make purchases in the marketplace within the past 30 days. Okay, so right now we see that I have a max purchase that I can make in delayed credits of that amount. So this essentially is telling me over the past 30 days I've purchased about $114 in credits, or at least I spent that much Bitcoin to get credits, right? And then of course I have my how much Bitcoin I have here. And what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and purchase my first delayed credits. Now with this, guys, check this. You can have a minimum of like £1. That's the minimum that is required to purchase delayed credit. So it's real low. You guys can get in and play with it if you want to. And at the end of 30 days, you'll receive either Bitcoin, which is that £1 plus an additional 5% of that, or that those credits back with an additional 20%. Let's see if there's anything else I need to cover. Of course, click on these links here. It'll take you to this forum post. Okay. So let me go ahead and purchase. I'll purchase a little bit, just a little bit. Um, and none of this stuff is going to enable until you actually put in an amount that's within the specified range here. Okay, so how many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Okay, I got 5 zeros there. And then I just do 2. Okay, and it's also going to give you the equivalent of what you're purchasing in whatever fiat currency you have selected for your wallet. So let's go ahead and continue this. And of course, we're going to confirm it. It's saying, hey, I'm purchasing $2.17 worth of delayed credits. And if after 30 days, if I get credits, it will be that amount. If I get Bitcoin, it will be that amount. And keep in mind, the system is always going to preference paying these out in Bitcoin above credits because it does not want to incur any additional obligation. So this is a quick way that many of us will be able to go in, put in Bitcoin and get out Bitcoin as opposed to getting credits and then allowing those to convert. But let me go ahead and make this purchase now. And then I'm going to show you a few other things that you can look out for. Okay, so that purchase was successful. I bought 0.0002 Bitcoin worth of credits. And to check this, you'll notice some new sections on your dashboard. And what I've done here is blackened out the background of it, so that'll kind of help catch your eye. So when you come out here, of course, all of these will be zeroed out. And notice here that I just made that purchase here. And to look at the details of this, you can come out. It'll, of course, show you your time that made that first purchase. It gives an ID for that. Shows how much Bitcoin I paid for it, that 0.00002 Bitcoin. And then the payout percentage is either going to return to me 120% of that in credits or 105% of that in Bitcoin. And these are the payout amounts. If I get paid out in credits, it's going to be that. Paid out in Bitcoin is going to be that. And of course, it gives me the payout date. So today is the 30th. So what it does, it extends a payout date 30 days later. And once this date comes in, I will receive either one of these payments here. Okay, and that's done automatically. So that's pretty much how this thing is rolling. Kind of piggyback this off of the BitNest play and made it a lot easier for us to just come in and make those purchases. But again, keep in mind, guys, when you are making purchases in the marketplace, I mean, in the delayed credits, notice that this amount did decrease. So it's only going to allow me to purchase up to the amount of credits that I made over the past 30 days. Okay. Now, with that said, let me go over the automated feature of this because you can do this manually, of course, or if you want that automated feature, you can just come out to auto buy delayed credits, enable that here. And what this is going to do is purchase delayed credits for you each time you purchase credits in the marketplace. Okay, so let's go out and check some balances real quick and run some of these numbers here. All right, so I have this much Bitcoin available. Let me jot that down real quick. 0.00556,219. Okay, that's how much Bitcoin I have available right now. And I'm going to make a purchase in the marketplace. And I'm going to pick up one of these cheap ones here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase this amount. I'm going to purchase this one here. So I am going to purchase 0.0005733 Bitcoin. Now, and I'm going to get that many credits. Now, typically, what's going to happen is that amount is going to be deducted from my Bitcoin balance, and I'm going to acquire those credits from the marketplace. But because I have the delayed credits automatically purchasing it, it's also going to purchase that same amount in delayed credits. So by the time I hit this buy button and confirm, this number here should be deducted not by 0.000, not by 0.00005733, but it should be deducted by twice that. One for the purchase here in the marketplace and one for the purchase of delayed credits. And so with that, let me check this here. By the end of that, my balance after this should be 0.005562219 minus 0.000111466. So by the time I do this transaction, the automation, everything's going to handle everything. I should have a Bitcoin balance of this. So let's go ahead and purchase these credits here. Grab that 9%, confirm that, and see what my balance is after this. All right, 0.0054475. Okay, we off a Satoshi or two. And is that a big deal? I actually need to check on that. Head over here. Well, yeah, okay, that's fine because I got to keep in mind credits are still being converted into Bitcoin. So yeah, that explains that. All right, so with that, also I can come over here and I should see that purchase. Okay, so there is the purchase that was done automatically. One other thing about the automation process, I do mention it in the forum post here, but do be aware that whenever that feature is enabled, guys, it's going to send you an email each and every time an automated purchase is made, or even if you have this enabled, go out to the marketplace, make a purchase, and there's not enough Bitcoin in your wallet to do a purchase of the delayed credits, it's still going to send you an email. And this is not the type of email that you can disable in the notifications because this is automation that's going on each and every time you make a purchase. And at some point in time, you may forget it in the future. So what these email reminders are going to do is to let you know, hey, this automated buy is happening, and it's happening because you have enabled that feature here. And of course, if you want to disable that feature, you can always come out here, disable it, and you'll be good to go. So therefore, when you make purchases in the marketplace, it will only be for the marketplace and not for the delayed credits. All right. So end game of this, guys, is more than likely 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, you'll be receiving Bitcoin back as opposed to credits. And this forum post that I placed out here, I did try to present it in layman's terms. Even this video here, I'm trying to present it in layman's terms because I get real technical. I know I can drop some stuff and many of you guys might get confused, but you guys that are technical, do follow me. You kind of get the logic. So if there's an interest in what's really going on behind the scenes and how we're going to be producing additional returns and how these returns are not only going to benefit you as buying these delayed credits, but benefit the ecosystem as well, we'll definitely get into those details because it's tight. But I know at the end of the day, most of you just want to come out here, put your money out here, and walk away with more money. So that is exactly what this feature is going to help you guys do. All right. I think that's all I got for you in this video. If you got any comments, questions, whatever the case is, leave them in the comments below, and we will holler at you guys on the next one. Peace out. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing for you guys. Just to not skimp over to show you these areas here and not talk about them, let's talk about it real quick. All right, of course, this slide here is to show whenever you purchase those delayed credits. Okay, this is going to detail that here. 30 days later, whenever these orders are fulfilled on that payout date there, however it comes, I'm either going to get it in credits or Bitcoin, and that's going to be per order here. Okay, so if I receive it in Bitcoin, that amount is going to go here. Okay, and then of course there'll be a view icon for you to click on, and it'll show you the details of that. And likewise, if I receive credits, that will go here. And as with always, guys, whatever your balance is here, if you sum up all of these numbers here, is going to equate to that. Same thing with credits. To get whatever amount you have here, you should be able to sum up all of these numbers and get that same thing. And from there, you can click on the view to get the details of each and every one. So therefore, we are really tight on keeping track of all of the transactions that do occur within your wallet. All right, I forgot to mention this in further detail, so I did want to kind of recap on that to let you know what to be aware of when these things, when these transactions start going through. All right, guys, now that's it for this video, and we'll holler on the next one. Peace out.